All right, and third on our list is a sharp sell-off in China stocks here this morning. Asia Pacific markets struggled today as Chinese stocks led losses. This comes on the heels of new data out of China showing producer price inflation in March was higher than expected. PPI in the country surged 8.3% year over year, well over the estimated 7.9% increase. Meanwhile, shares of Chinese EV maker NIO are also being drilled after the company announced it is suspending production due to fresh COVID manufacturing lockdowns. NIO also said it's jacking up prices a few weeks after it told investors on its earnings call it wouldn't. Emily, a lot to digest here from China. I would argue that these increased lockdowns in the country is something the market has not factored in at all.
Absolutely, Brian. And of course, we are seeing a lot of pressure on the Chinese stocks today in general, both, again, intraday, pre-market, and really throughout 2022. The fact that China has really been grappling with continued COVID-19 outbreaks despite its COVID-0 policies has been one of the key factors in that. But I do want to bring up the Yahoo Finance Interactive Board to really show what's been going on in these names. As you can see here, we're taking a look at the shaded boxes. So, for example, Alibaba down 2% in the pre-market. This is all being shown on a market capitalization weighted basis, but we get to see a little bit more of the carnage here when we look on an equal weighted basis. But you mentioned NIO, one of the major Chinese electric vehicle makers. That's down 9.5% in the early goings here. Xpeng also falling in sympathy, as we can see, also down about 46% for the year to date. Of course, dealing with those dual factors of a slowdown in China's economy, the fact that there have been these COVID outbreaks, as well as supply chain issues impacting automakers and other manufacturing companies globally. So again, 46% decrease so far in 2022. A similar story here, again, if we take a look at NIO, down in the pre-market, also down by about 37% for the year to date. And if we broaden out and take a look at some of the major names in Chinese e-commerce, JD.com, of course, being one of them, down about 19% for the year to date. So, of course, equity markets as a whole have been under quite a bit of pressure in 2022. Chinese stocks, especially, though, have been some of the laggards. Brian.
And I'll just note, too, you mentioned Xpeng there, Emily. A source familiar with the matter just told me via email that production is, in fact, still continuing at that Xpeng manufacturing sites. So maybe perhaps not in the same boat as NIO, but again, another stock we will continue to watch here at Yahoo Finance.